Hello everyone, we are going to get started in just a second here. I'm just waiting for a few people to hop on, and then I'm going to flip the camera around and we are going to get talking about today's topic, which is not to declare a major until you've done the following 5 things that I'm going to share. So everyone that's hopping on, thank you so much for hopping on. My name is Clarissa, and today I'm going to be talking about why you shouldn't declare a major in college until you've done these 5 things. And I'm going to actually flip the camera around right now. Thank you for joining. Hi. Oh my gosh, everyone, you're going to have to excuse my sleepy eyes. I have been on a business trip for the past 4 days, and every night I got less than 4 hours of sleep, so I am exhausted, but I am ready to freaking rock this Periscope, talk about the 5 things that you should do before you declare a major. Hello, Annalie. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Clarissa, and I teach busy college girls how to get better grades without the stress, weight gain, and lack of social life. So tonight we're going to be talking about the 5 things that you should do before you declare a major in college. So I'm going to jump right on into it. I like to keep my Periscopes really short. Hi, Courtney. Thank you for joining. I like to keep my Periscopes really short and to the point because we're busy. I know personally I like to just hop on here and see what people are kind of doing. I hop in and out, so we're going to get right on into it. So the number one thing that you should do before you declare a major in college. Oh, you just shared it with your son? Thank you so much, Courtney. He's going to get a lot of value out of here, so I'll make sure that it's really good so that he knows what to do before he declares a major. So the first thing that you should do is ask yourself why you have chosen to major and what you chose. So some of the reasons why college students will pick a major is because their mom or dad, a family member, a college advisor had told them that this would be a good major. So they never really looked into what's involved in the major, or whether or not it's something that they would be interested in, or they've never considered what kind of a job they can get in that major. So they're literally basing their life decision on a recommendation that someone else did. So the first thing you need to do is ask yourself, why do I want to major in this subject? Is it because someone else told me? Is it because I have somewhat of an interest? Or is it because I really think that this is the path that I want my life to take and this is the correct major for me? So that's the first thing that you have to do. The second thing that you should do before you pick a major is you should really look into the requirements to complete that major. When I was in college, I wanted to go on to medical school, and I actually majored in biology, thinking that biology was the only route that I needed to take in order to get to medical school. But what ended up happening was that I hated biology, and it required, let's see, Jean Paul, you too? So you majored in biology too when you were in college? So, so what ended up happening was I did not like chemistry, I didn't like physics, but all of those, I also didn't like calculus, and I did horrible in them, actually failed out of them. All of those were requirements in order for me to graduate with a biology major. I thought that it was going to be all about dissecting frogs and looking at trees, all the things that I loved about biology, and I never even thought that I would have to take all these other courses in order to become a bio major. So you should really look into your requirements, and you are definitely not alone, Jean Paul, because I was there with you. So make sure that you look into the requirements for that major. You know, for psychology, you're not just going to be taking psychology courses. You're going to be taking research courses. You're going to be taking statistic courses. So really look into what is involved before you pick your major. So that's number 2. Number 3 is to talk to someone that has either majored in that particular major before or is currently in that major but at a higher level than you. So if you're a freshman, talk to a junior or a senior that is majoring in that subject. Talk to your professors. Ask them questions about what it really takes to do well in that major. How many hours are they studying? What do they think of the classes? How much time do they have to enjoy the college experience? Get information from people that are in the trenches to find out if that will be a right fit for you and the kind of college experience that you want for yourself. So that was number 3. Number 4 is to think about what kind of job you would enjoy before you pick a major. So I wanted to go on to medical school. And I ended up not sticking with the biology major. I actually switched over to health policy and health management, and now I'm actually a registered nurse. So think about the jobs that you can get with that major and think outside of the box. You're not going to just become a bio major to go to medical school. Think really about the kind of jobs that you can get with the bio major. Think about the kind of jobs that you can get with an accounting major. Think about the kind of jobs that you can get with the psychology major. Because when you get out of college and are in the, the quote unquote real world, you're going to be spending 40, even more hours in that job. So you need to make sure that it's going to be a right fit for you. Personally, I couldn't sit in an office all day long. That would bore me to tears. So working in a lab as a bio major, not gonna really jive for me. However, as a nurse, I'm getting to interact with other people. So that's something. I could have become a bio major and gone on to be a nurse. I could have been a bio major and worked in a lab. I could have been a bio major and gone on to medical school. With psychology, there's so many different things you can do. So really think about the different types of jobs that you can get with that major, and think outside of the box. So don't think that just because you major in psychology, you have to become a psychologist, or just because you major in statistics, you have to become some kind of research person. And don't think that because you major in, let's say English, that you have to become an English teacher. There are a lot of different things you can do. So start thinking about now the kind of job that you want. And if you really truly have to major in a particular subject in order to get that job. And then the fifth thing kind of wraps everything up. Really consider whether that major is the only source or the only direction that you have to take in order to get into the job that you want. I didn't catch your name, but my major in college, so originally I was a bio major, but I failed out of bio, so I switched over to health policy and health management, and I worked for a medical technology company for a while, and then I took my prerequisites for nursing school, and I actually passed my boards to become a registered nurse in February, so right now I am a registered nurse. So I originally majored in biology, switched over to health policy, and then finished up with a registered nurse degree. So I am a registered nurse. So the last one, like I said, is consider if this is the only and the right path or the right major for you in your life and what you want to do at the end. Do you have to major in that subject in order to have a good life or in order to get the job that you want? Personally, this is what I think that you should do. So I live in the state of Rhode Island, and we have one of the Ivy League schools here called Brown University, and they actually allow their students to create whatever major it is that they want. So all they have to do is meet a specific credit requirement, and as long as they complete that credit requirement, they can graduate and they can create their own major. Think about the opportunities that would open up for you. If you have a job in mind for yourself, you can basically pick and choose the different classes that are going to give you the skills in order for you to succeed at that job. So even when you're looking at colleges, take that into consideration, because I did not have to major in biology if I wanted to go on to medical school. And I wish someone had told me that. I wish someone had told me that I didn't have to go the pre-med track, which is major in a science, in order to go on to medical school. I could have majored in something that I enjoyed, like English, and just taken the prerequisites to get into medical school, and I probably would have done a lot better, and I wouldn't have had to go through all of those different majors to find out what it was that I wanted. Now, there are some majors, for example, like nursing, where you have to major in nursing in order to graduate with a nursing degree. But for a lot of things, you don't have to major in a particular subject in order to go on to do what it is that you want to do or go on and get the job that you want. I would prefer you to pick and choose your classes based on the skills that you're going to need for the dream job that you envision for yourself. So, that was basically my 5 tips, and I'll recap them for you for anyone who's just jumping on, and for anyone who is just jumping on. My name is Clarissa. I help college students, college girls in particular, get better grades without the stress, weight gain, overwhelm, and lack of social life. And I actually have a cram sheet, 4 cram sheets actually, that you can get on my website. So it is girlbudgetlife.com/cram sheets, and you're going to get basically checklists on how to study, how to read a textbook, how to create a to-do list, and how to create a study schedule. So if you want that, you can head on over to girlbudgetlife.com/cramsheets. And again, my name is Clarissa. And so here is a recap for the 5 things that you should do before you declare a major. The first one is to find out why you want to major in that particular subject. The second thing is to figure out all of the requirements involved in order for you to graduate with that major. The third thing is to talk to someone in that major to find out, the behind the scenes, the real deal, in the trenches kind of stuff on what it really takes to be in that major and graduate with it. Hello everyone who's just hopping on. My name is Clarissa. I help busy college students get better grades without the stress, weight gain, overwhelm, and lack of social life. And I'm just recapping the 5 things that you should consider before you declare a major. Hello. Number 4 is to think about the kind of job that you would want and then pick a major that you think would actually help you with those skills. And number 5 is to consider if this subject, this major, is the right and only path for you based on the job that you want in the future. So what I'll do now is, it is now 7:18. Like I said, I like to keep my Periscopes super short. So I want to stick around for 2 minutes. So if you have any questions regarding college study skills, now's the time to ask them. And, give me some hearts. I am like super close to 5,000. If I can get to 5,000 by the end of this Periscope, it would be amazing. It would make my night, and it would make the 4 sleepless nights that I had in Nashville, Tennessee all worth it. So go ahead and double tap that screen and give me love if you liked what I was talking about tonight, if you found it helpful. And in the future, I will continue to Periscope about study skills, how to get better grades in college, how to get jobs in college, the type of jobs that you should get in college. I'm actually be doing a Periscope on how I made money in college doing affiliate marketing with my YouTube channel. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure that you swipe left and give me and click the add button or the plus button to add me to your list of Periscope viewers so you can get tips on that. But since no one has any questions, I am going to let you all go. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I will see you tomorrow.